broken. This is from another class, like a freshman class. But this is sort of, and you can maybe catch it on the film. This is the default orientation. So fetal blood, oxygenated fetal blood is coming in through the umbilicus and then goes into this structure. Do you know what this structure is called? This is kind of a trick question.
No, we don't
This is
know.
the umbilical vein.
Okay.
The umbilical vein goes into the liver, but we don't need to filter blood that's coming from the placenta to the fetal liver. But
Well,
that
I
blood
was
doesn't need to
hoping
be
it didn't
filtered,
die,
so that
that's
blood bypasses the liver through the ductus venosus.
I think it'll be good. So only fetus have that?
A ductus venosus, yes.
Ductus venosus.
But the umbilical vein is not needed after you're born. So it atrophies, it goes away, but it leaves a round or thick ligament. This is the round ligament, or the falciform ligament, or the round ligament of the liver. Does that make sense? And we'll learn, but the umbilical arteries go on either side of the bladder, and they'll leave behind the vesicular ligaments. But you'll see those later. I can take the pig out again when we see that later. So that blood goes from the umbilical vein, bypasses the liver, and enters the caudal vena cava. And the caudal vena cava, remember, delivers blood, and we'll talk about this in more detail, to the right side of the heart, to the right atrium and then to the right ventricle. Well, in an air-breathing infant, blood from the right ventricle would be pumped to the pulmonary circulation. But you can't use your lungs when you're a fetus, so that blood is shunted. And they're shunted by two ways, but one way that blood is shunted is directly from the right ventricle straight into the aorta. And that connection straight into the aorta, which you can see right here, is the ductus arteriosus. So,
Define shunted.
sent or bypassed. So I'm not sure what the best view is, but this is the aorta. This is the pulmonary trunk. This part right here is the ductus arteriosus because it's allowing blood from the pulmonary trunk to go straight into the aorta. You see that? Here's the aorta. Blood can go straight into the aorta. Here's the aorta here. So that's the ductus arteriosus. That goes away and leaves behind the ligamentum arteriosum.
Okay, cool. Is that it?